Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, Steven Caruso. Today we're going to do a song by Wishbone Ash. And oh my god, I've been listening to the marathon that I did non-stop to the same songs. And I'm so happy I get to add another song to the list. And I mean, the list is growing of Wishbone Ash on the channel. And this is going to be Errors of My Way. Wishbone Ash, let me see, is the album called Self-Titled, and from 1970, the one with the, I don't know, it looks like a little bit like a, I don't know what they're called with these, you know. I only know it in German. I'm not going to say it. But with a piece of wood on the cover. And let me read real quickly here what Steven provided us with here. It says, I know this is without Alexia, but could you at least play it for her and let me know if she likes it? She has loved every track that I played to her, especially the last marathon. She is obsessed with Wishbone Ash. So just to give you a little... So I played her Helpless, I played her Candlelight, I played her The Way of the World, I played her Alone, and I played her FUBB, and everything. She was like, wow, 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 wow. I've introduced some other people. A good friend of mine that we went to see Dream Theater with, I introduced him, and I was like, this band influenced Dream Theater, and he's also a huge Iron Maiden fan. And I was like, he influenced Dream Theater, Iron Maiden, and Metallica, these guys. So, and he loves those three groups to death. So he's like, wow, I'm gonna take a deep dive, and he has been. So I was talking about it when I did the marathon. I was like, I would just wish I could just listen to the whole thing, you know, to all of their albums. And but I do want to keep something for the channel, so, you know, I'm holding back. But yeah, so today we're going to do this song for Steven. Thank you so much, Steven, for sponsoring the video. I appreciate it. And everyone for, you know, for your comments and for your likes. And if you want to subscribe, of course, you know, it's there. All right, so here we go with the title album. I'm sorry. The self-titled album, sorry. Errors of My Way. Here we go. Almost 7 minutes. I love it. Give me, I mean, Wishbone Ash, I wouldn't mind doing a marathon every day, you know. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Just like
guitar. Wow, man. Wow. So damn good. And now it came to my mind. It's a slingshot, what I was talking about. The wood, the wooden object, which seems broken on the cover. So I'm looking at Andy Powell because Andy Powell, I mean, that solo was so full of amazing licks, and it was just so, I don't know, he's just such a great player. And it's kind of bizarre that he has such a small Wikipedia page, you know, and he's still active. But it's just like, I don't know. Look, it says here, Andrew Powell, born 1950, is an English guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He's the founding member of British band Wishbone Ash, whose use of twin lead guitars was influential. Like, that's it. Like, it's, oh my god, like this changed like the way music was written. So I once read an article on Marty Friedman, and he was like explaining something about his playing in Megadeth and before that Cacophony with Jason Becker, and he's like, oh yeah, we're doing like this Iron Maiden thing, and he meant, of course, the harmony guitar, and he should have said, and I love Marty Friedman, but he should have said we were doing this Wishbone Ash thing, you know. I love also that they were harmonizing the vocals and that theme, you know, the twin lead guitar. And I don't know if they do minor thirds all the time. I think you can also do it, you know, I've said this in the marathon, you can also use fourths or even fifths. I don't know, that's would be kind of weirder sounding, but you can also play the octave and then like the harmony guitar. It really depends on what you feel like. I think Iron Maiden does the root and then the minor third and then the octave, because they have now 3 players. And but yeah, what a great sound. And also here, Ted Turner, another just monster on the guitar. It's just bizarre that they don't have more credit, you know. Like, for example, when did they start playing and where and why did they decide to do this harmony lead, you know, twin attack, because it's so, I mean, everybody does it sometimes with a keyboard with distortion on. And there's also a really cool story here, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but they opened for Deep Purple, right? So it says here, Wishbone Ash are noted for the extensive use of harmony twin lead guitars, which had been attracting electric blues bands since Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page had played together in the Yardbirds. And I don't know if they were doing it like that as well, but also it says here there's like this, I just saw this, let me see. Well, there's this story where they opened for the Purple, and then Richie Blackmore heard Andy Powell, and he's like, "Oh my God! Like, give this man a record contract," and that's how it happened, you know. So, isn't that so cool? You know, thanks to Richie Blackmore, I guess we have this band, you know. So that's kind of cool. It says here, in the early 70s, the band secured an opening spot for the Purple. Its guitarist Richie Blackmore later recommended Wishbone Ash to producer Derek Lawrence, as well as helping them secure a record deal with MCA Records. And there's obviously the story is a little bit more. Let's see. Give me a second. Is it? Like, Wikipedia is so huge when it comes to just the band. Let's see. Let's click here on the first album. It says here, background. The band opened for Deep Purple in the early 1970s. Deep Purple guitarist Richie Blackmore was jamming during the band's sound check when Wishbone Ash guitarist Andy Powell joined in and began jamming with Blackmore. After the show, Blackmore recommended that MCA Records signed the band. Deep Purple producer Derek Lawrence produced this album, which features elements of blues, jazz, progressive rock, and psychedelic improvisation. The first side contains 3 up-tempo tracks, along with the ballad Errors of My Way, the one we just did, which usually for a rock song was written in 12/8. I knew there was something up with the time signature. Side 2 contains 2 lengthy tracks featuring long instrumental passages, the second one of which is Phoenix, which we've done, has to become a live favorite, often stretching in excess of 17 minutes. For example, on their Live from Memphis EP and the Live Dates album. Wow. So there you go. Let me know what you think if you haven't heard this before. I mean, this is just like 10 out of 10 music for me. I'm loving this band, and like I said, if it wasn't for the channel, I would just do like a deep dive. I would just listen to it all. That's what I did with a lot of bands like Judas Priest and Metallica and Iron Maiden, you know, and Yngwie Malmsteen and stuff like that. It was just like, let's just buy it all. And now I don't have to buy it. I can just like listen to it on Spotify. So that's even better, easier, you know, less money. But let me know what you thought. And have you heard this before? I guess most of rockers on the channel know this, but we always have some newer people, you know, and there's some people who are like, hey, you know, I've never heard this before. So there you go. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. Again, Steven, thank you so much for making this video happen. I appreciate it. And thank you. I'll see you all in the next one.